Now let's look at a subtraction problem. If you're watching this and you're in my class, you should already know the common denominator, because when you did the first problem that we did on this activity, you showed your work and probably didn't erase it, because then it's helpful because you can just go back and look at it. But if you didn't, we're going to find the least common multiple, also known as the least common denominator. I take my two denominators of 4 and 8. I list the multiples and I go until I find the first one they have in common. So my least common denominator is 8. So I change these so that they both have a denominator of 8. This one already has a denominator of 8, so I don't need to change it or mess with it or anything. This one does not have a denominator of 8. I need to multiply it by a fraction that equals 1. Because if I multiply something by 1, I do not change the value. And I could look here, I have 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So it needs to be 2 over 2. Because I have to multiply 4 times 2 to get 8. And since I want my fraction to equal 1, I got to multiply my denominator by 2 as well. 3 times 2 is 6. Now this is important. Always go back and look at the sign. If you missed it, that might be one of the reasons why. 6 minus 1 is 5. 6/8 minus 1/8 is 5/8. If I want to see if I can simplify it, the only factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Factors of 8 are 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. The only thing they have in common is 1. If they only have 1 in common, then your fraction's already in lowest terms and your answer should be 5/8.